My name's Femi. In 2016, you promised that Brexit wouldn't cause any damage to the economy. Now, your own Office of Budget Responsibility says that it's done more damage to our economy than COVID. Do you feel like you've betrayed the people of the UK?
It's very nice to meet you. I don't think we've been introduced.
No, we haven't. So do you think that Brexit has helped working class people?
And sorry, I missed your name.
My name's Femi. Do you think
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Do you think Brexit has helped working class people?
Well, yes.
How? How?
Very kind of you to record our conversation.
How?
But there's no need.
How? How has Brexit helped working class people?
Well, the people of the United Kingdom voted for us to leave
How
the
has it
European Union,
how's it
and
fundamentally
democracy
helped
has
them?
been upheld. Nice to see you.
How has it materially helped them? Sir? How has Brexit materially helped working class
My
people?
bag, that's very kind of you to ask. It's from a...
How has Brexit materially helped working class people?
I would recommend it.
How has Brexit materially helped working class people? You're in government. I believe that you studied English literature at university. And
I'm not in the government.
You're in Parliament.
Yes.
Yes. And you're the party of the governing party. And your economists, the Office of Budget Responsibility, say that you've done more damage to our economy than COVID via Brexit, long term. 4% drop in GDP relative to where we would have been. That has made things more expensive. Are you happy with what you've done to working class people?
Well, both Conservative and Labour parties are now committed to making Brexit work, and I think that's a good thing.
Doesn't change that you damage the country.
Well, I'm pleased to see that Keir Starmer has embraced Brexit, and Keir and Rachel and Lisa are all committed to working to make Brexit work. I think it's a really good thing that the Labour Party is now pro-Brexit.
Since you're not willing to address the damage you've done, then let me ask you a different question. I'd imagine you'd agree that there's lots of talent in the Conservative Party, lots of MPs that are good options for leadership. Would you agree?
Well, we've got a great Prime Minister.
So, as far as the options go, 200,000 deaths under Boris Johnson, widespread criminality in Downing Street, a Brexit that does more damage to our economy than COVID under Boris Johnson, and currency collapse, IMF investigations, and open class warfare during a poverty crisis under Liz Truss. Seems like those options aren't the best. I mean, she said that she said it's fair to give rich people more money back in terms of taxation. She tried to give people earning £1 million £55,000 in tax breaks, while only 167 go to those who are on the bottom rate of tax. Do you think would you not describe that as class warfare?
Class warfare?
Waging attacks on the working class, essentially.
No.
Okay, so you think it's fair to give £55,000 to the richest people in the country and only 167 to the poorest?
Where have you been the last few days?
I can say it's really nice of you to share your thinking with me. And if you've got a card or an email or a website, I'd love to read more. I suspect we probably wouldn't have a meeting of minds, but it's great that you're so committed to public policy.
Understood. How would you say about the fact that food prices have gone up by 6% as a result of Brexit?
Be careful, you may fall over there.
I'll be fine.
Parkour.
Okay. What would you say to the fact that the UK has had the worst recession in the G7 in 2020? Is that what a party of sensible economics would do? Deliver the worst recession in the G7? Or how about, again, we come back to Brexit. The simple fact is you promised that it wouldn't damage our economy in 2016. That was a commitment that you made. And has it damaged our economy, yes or no? Has Brexit damaged our economy at all? Yes or no?
I think as I say, now that we have a political consensus with Labour and Conservative MPs committed to making Brexit work, I think that's a great thing.
That doesn't answer my question. Yes or no, has Brexit damaged our economy?
I think...
the simple fact is, your economists are the Office of Budget Responsibility. You don't have a greater expertise than them. The people you rely on to make your decisions have told you that it's damaged our economy to the tune of £100 billion a year relative to where we would have been had we not left the EU. So again, I ask you, has Brexit damaged the economy?
It's interesting that you seem to have an idée fixe on this particular point. All I would say is that you've clearly got very strong, passionately expressed views on this matter.
I'm simply regurgitating your own experts. It's back to you. Those are your experts, not mine.
I wouldn't say regurgitating was the best verb.
Repeating, retranscribing, re-saying, retelling. Choose your thesaurus. What?
Roges.
What? Has Brexit damaged the economy, yes or no?
No.
Here it has.
No. You say no. Okay, so you're saying that the Office of Budget Responsibility is wrong then? Are the Office of Budget Responsibility wrong? How about the 50% of UK exporters who've had to stop or reduce trade to the EU since Brexit, because of Brexit? According to polling done by the Small Business Federation, according to, in fact, I think your own government, it was on the Parliament website as well. So those are the official numbers.
Parliament website.
I'm pretty sure the Parliament report reported that in terms of its analysis of the OER statements on the FSP.
British Parliament?
Basically, the FSP. The FSP, they've said that 7% of the members of
Russian intelligence.
Small Business Federation. The Small Business Federation says that 70% of their members, so 70% of small businesses in the UK, have struggled to sell to the EU since Brexit. Since the Brexit, you said, would not create additional barriers to trade.
What was?
2016, and the effects are still being felt by people today. So again, I ask you, have you betrayed the British people by delivering a
What
Brexit?
happened in the 2019 general election?
The majority voted parties coming into a second referendum. Again, I ask you. again, I ask you. Has your Brexit hurt working class people? And are you saying that the Office of Budget Responsibility is wrong?
I've been saying you're displaying an admirable single-minded focus on this question.
Because it affects ordinary working people. People across this country who are struggling in a cost of living crisis, being made worse by a Brexit that your own experts are telling you is making things worse. So again, I ask you, have you betrayed the people who you promised that Brexit would not damage their lives?
No.
So you're saying you know better than the Office of Budget Responsibility, better than the Small Business Federation? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Those two answers are mutually incompatible.
Just going to the event now. Thank you so much.
Bye, Mr. Gove.